Hey everyone, my name's Tony Tofree. I work in the ABLE program as an activity-based exercise specialist. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a few different strength activities you can do at home with your PCA, friend, or family member. These exercises are going to be strength exercises specific for the clientele that we see. So of course we see a vast majority of spinal cord or TBI clients, injuries. But for those of you who can progress exercises, I'm going to show you how to make exercises harder. I'm also going to show you how to modify some exercises. So only going to be doing maybe 3 to 5 reps. Make sure you do about 10 to 12 if it's easier, or if you can do 10 to 12 and it's easy, maybe bump it up to 15. So listen to your body, stay safe. Try not to do too much. Just always listen to your body. I know a lot of you are restricted with your range of motion as well. So if you get to the end of your range, well, that's the end of your range. Don't try to push it. Protect yourself. Be smart. But the exercises I have selected there are a few upper extremity exercises, core trunk exercises, and then lower extremity exercises. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I can also always email, or we can be in contact with you guys at home through this craziness right now. So again, this video is just helping you guys stay active. We're all at home. Let's try to stay active and have fun with it. So hope you guys enjoy. So one of the first exercises we're going to go over is a back extension. I'm going to start this from a chair. So seated in the chair, move a little closer here. You're going to be nice and tall, upright, shoulders back, relaxed. What you're going to do, relax your arms, relax your shoulders, lean forward, 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 and you're going to pull yourself back, pushing through your legs, but the focus is going to be on your back muscles. So from a side perspective, you here, so you're not slouched if you can. Nice and tall, shoulders back, relaxed, arms relaxed. You're going to lean forward, 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 and back up. Forward, 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 back up. Forward, and back up. So for a lot of you at home, so this is going to be really easy to do. If it is easy, you can also grab some weights. I just have some small 10-pound weights here. You can even use these, going forward, 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 back, back, back. For those who can't do a back extension, or it's really hard for you to do a back extension, make sure your PCA, your family member, your friend is helping you, spotting you in the front on your shoulders. So again, if you're here, PCA standing right in front of you, because I don't want you to use your arms. You're going to go forward, 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 okay? And a lot of you might lose it here and just fall forward. So PCA spotting right at the shoulders, standing in front of you, and helping you go back. A lot of you might throw your neck back and just try to pull anything what you have. Try to stay neutral. Try to make it come from your back. So here, back, 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 and up tall. So that's the back extension. So the next exercise we're going to do here is a squat. So legs about shoulder width apart. And take your toes and just bring them out just a little bit, just a hair. Okay? So notice I'm not here. This is neutral. I'm just a little bit, just a little bit. I have really tight hips, so I kind of need to have my feet out just a little bit. So what we're gonna do, up tall, and squat down, and back up. I'm pushing through my heels and through my glutes. So sideways, so you get that side view. Again, neutral, open, and I have really tight hips, so for everyone at home, you should be able to get lower than this. So like I'm sitting in a chair, right? Sit, 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 and back up, back up, back up. Squeezing your glutes all through your heels. So notice when I go down, I'm not here. Okay, so I'm exaggerating a lot, but I'm not on my toes, okay? Pushing up through your heels. So just like you're sitting in the chair, in this chair here, neutral, okay, nice and tall, head up, shoulders back, stick your butt up, stick your butt up, stick your butt up, okay, and back up. So what you want, again, I have really tight hips. What you want is your knee right over your ankle, okay? So if you do it, you can see knee straight over your ankle. Sometimes, I mean, like if you're like me, you're gonna have tight hips, it's gonna be a little bit over, because if you go back, you're just gonna fall right back. So knee over ankle. With this, if you feel any pain doing that, make sure you stop. Again, 10 to maybe 12 reps. If it's easy, move to 15. For those who are in a chair, we're gonna look at sit-to-stands. So I know a lot of you know how to do a sit-stand. We work on it all the time. In your chair, again, not slouched. This is even work for a lot of you at home. Just getting up, just getting nice and tall, getting that neutral pelvis. Okay, so that can even be the start of it. Okay, so if you're starting here, if I would start here and try to stand up, you know, it's a lot harder than me being up nice and tall. Okay, so sit stand, neutral pelvis, head up, shoulders back. I know you heard this before, nose over toes, right? So you want to lean forward, get your nose over your toes. Okay, so lean forward, nose over toes. You're going to squeeze your glutes, your quads. Okay, so forward and up. Glutes, glutes, glutes. Pull those back, your back, hips forward. Okay. So I'm just gonna do 3 sit-to-stands and just watch. You can pause the video if you want. Just do 3 sit-to-stands here. Here we go. Okay, for those who can't get all the way up, what we're gonna look at, again, not slouched, up tall. You're still gonna do the exact same thing, nose over toes, okay? And you're just gonna try to push, okay? Again, this is where your spotter needs to come in, because this is where those back extensions come in, right? If you're leaning forward to try to push up, I don't want you to fall down like that. So spotter, friend, PCA, stand in front of the client, the person you're working with. Spot their shoulders. So what they're going to do, you're not going to be on, if you can, you're not going to be on the start. They're going to lean forward and just try to boost up. Try to get a piece of paper under their butt, okay? Just a boost. And just work on that, okay? Even if you can't get a paper up, okay? It might just look like that, but try. Because then you're going to be focused more on your core, but try to get weight bearing through your legs. Okay, so it's going to be something like that. Kind of lean forward. Always think about pushing through your legs. Push, 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 and back. Push, 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 and back. Again, you can see that back extension too in there, so you can work on both at the same time if you want. You can come forward and try to push, and if the PCA is holding, try to get back by yourself, right? PCA holding you static here, and pull back, 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 and then start again. Okay, so that's a sit-to-stand. Okay, the next exercise we're going to look at is a lunge. So again, I have really tight hips, so this one is hard for me as well, as long as with the squats. Nice and tall, neutral pelvis, so if you can watch my lower half, I'm going to take a step forward. Toes are pointing forward. You're going to drop your bottom, and notice I even have to hold on to the wall, so make sure you can have a wall right next to you, just for balance sake. And drop down. So notice knee is right over ankle, okay? I'm not here, I'm not here. Knee right over the ankle, okay? And back up. Back up. It's 2. Back up. 3. We're gonna switch legs. 1, 2. And 3. Nice. Looking forward. Make sure your hips aren't shifting one way or another. 2, and 3. Nice. So that's the lunge. Next one we're going to look at is knee flexion and extension. We're also going to look at ankle plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. So, for those who are in a chair, if you can, and even if you can, I want you to think about this exercise, okay? So, in your chair, always want you to think about posture first. Nice and tall. Right, shoulders back, head up, shoulders relaxed. You can do both at the same time, but let's, for this video's sake, we're gonna just do one leg at a time. So, knee extension, okay? You're gonna kick, 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 kick. You're gonna hold. You're gonna squeeze your quad, okay? Your quad muscle. You're gonna squeeze it for 5 seconds, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Let's do that left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. All while I'm doing this, I'm not slouched, and I'll do it from the side view too. I'm not slouched. I'm trying to think of posture. Head down, right? Shoulders relaxed. Pelvis neutral. Doing the motion, all quad, quad, quad. 4, 5. Okay. So next what we're going to do, slide to the edge of your chair, and you're just going to pull your knee back. This is hamstring. You're going to pull, hold, 5, and switch. Pull, 5, and switch. If you're doing this with a PCA, a friend, family member, again, like hopefully you have someone, they can hold your leg up, okay? I'll go sideways now so you can get a better view at this, but they can hold your leg up, give you some resistance, and you can even hold or put a block maybe underneath your leg as you're sitting back and pull, hold, and you're gonna squeeze that hamstring for about 5 seconds, okay? Knee extension is here. Knee flexion is here. Extension and flexion. Another lower extremity exercise we're going to look at is plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. So, plantar flexion, up on your toes, right? So, calf raises. I'm going to turn completely around so you can see. Calf raise, back down. Calf raise, back down. One more, calf raise, back down. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to do the reverse. Okay. So when you do the plantar flexion, you're working on your gastroc, your calf muscles. Now we're going to look at the front, your tibialis anterior muscles. Okay. So you're going to come off of the gas. Okay. Pull your toes up. 1. Toes up. 2. Toes up. 3. Again, 10 to 12 reps, that seems easy. Go to about 15. Just try to make it challenging. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to look at, we're going to start looking at core exercises. We're going to look at a plank. So if you can, you're going to get down on the ground. All the way flat. I'll move forward a little bit. So a plank is a stabilizer exercises, okay? So it's just going to stabilize your core muscles. So isometric, you're going to hold. Isometric means you're going to hold that muscle group, okay? Nice and firm. You're not going to break. So with the plank, notice I'm on my toes. Okay, I'm on my elbows. What you're going to do is push through your elbows, your toes, but you're going to lift your core, okay? So lift. So notice I'm not here. I'm not here, just hovering over the ground with my back bent. Nice and even, okay? Think about that pelvic tilt. Head straight, not looking up, not looking down, just nice and neutral. What they say is you should be able to sit a broomstick on your back and it should be straight. So if you're not straight, you know, you're here or you're here, try to think about where you are, okay? So this is a plank. You can hold that for as long as you can. You can go, try to make a goal of 30 seconds or longer. If that's easy for you, I'll show you some progressive ways I'll show you some things to make that harder if that's too easy for you. But first, to modify, if you can't get into that plank, you can also start off like you're going to do it, okay? You're on your stomach, and what you can do, pop up to your knees, okay? So it's kind of hard to see because of my shirt, but I promise you I'm getting off the ground. Okay? And back down. Again, you're going to try to hold that as long as you can. Try to make a goal of 15, 30 seconds. So, yep, that's the plank. For those who think that the plank is too easy or want something a little bit more challenging, again, starting off in that plank, get that good plank position. Up there. What you can do is mountain climbers, okay? So, with mountain climbers, I'm going to actually come up to my hands, and I'm going to bring a knee up and back down. Knee up, back down. What I'm actually doing is going opposite leg to opposite arm, okay? You can just go straight up. But when I do this, I'm focusing on my core. I'm really squeezing my core. Think about bringing your belly button in and up, okay? So I'm not just kind of hanging out here. Squeeze your core, engage your core. Squeeze your belly button in and up. And pull up, pull up. Pull up. You can start slow. You can start getting faster. You can go straight up and go fast. Okay, there's a few things you can do with that. So, whatever you think, whatever is challenging for yourself, be safe. Don't try to do too much. Another one you can do, you're in that push-up position actually, and you're just going to touch your shoulder. Arm up, touch your shoulder. Okay, here's what it looks like. Forward, touch, touch. So, pretty easy there. Few core exercises you can do there. Next one we're going to look at is a sit-up. Everyone knows how to do a sit-up, right? We're going to look at a sit-up and a crunch. A crunch, the difference, okay? Just crunching. Squeezing my core. I'll move a little bit closer here so you guys can see. Okay. So a lot of you, your hips are going to be tight. Your back's going to be tight. So I'm trying to make that arch. So right now I can put my hand completely underneath my back. You don't want that. Okay. So think about tilting your pelvis. Hopefully you can see that. So not tilted, tilted. So now I can't put my hand back there. Okay. Pelvis is tilt. Abs are engaged. Squeeze your core, squeeze your belly button. You can go arms over chest. You can go hands behind your head. If you go hands behind your head, just don't pull your neck. See a lot of people pull their neck. So if you come up and just crunch. Only your stomach muscle should be working, okay? I like to tell people, think about having orange or grapefruit underneath your chin, okay? Because a lot of people start straining their neck, and then you get neck pain. If you think about having a neutral neck, that orange, grapefruit, tennis ball, whatever, pick somewhere on the ceiling you find, and you stay neutral every time. Okay, sit up, exact same thing, but you're just gonna come all the way up, okay? You can do these with arms straight, arms to the side. You can even go on your elbows if it's a little bit too hard, but sit up. Coming completely up. Back down. Up. Back down across your chest. Back down. On your elbows and get a little help. Back down. Using your hands if you need. Back down. Okay. Good. So that's sit up. Another one you can do, laying flat, I'll scoot up. You can do leg lifts. Okay. Lifting your leg. Lifting your leg. I'm making this come from my core and my hip flexors. So nothing else is working. Everything else is turned off. My pelvis is tilt. Can't get my hand under there. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. Another isometric exercise you can do for your core from this position. Holding your core, hands down, lifting your legs about 6 inches and back down. Hold that maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds, whatever you can. And back down. make it easier. Hands underneath your butt. Okay? That way, you're a little bit more anchored and you can hold for a little bit longer. So you start with this one. That's easy. Progress there. All right, next we're gonna look at obliques. So we're gonna look at a side plank for oblique. Again, those who can plank, this is one that you can do to progress if planking is just easy for you. You can go from your elbow. Notice, trying to be as straight as possible. Again, you get that broomstick and try to hold it up to me. I should be completely straight. There we go. So not here, not here. Okay, try to get nice and straight. And this is working my right side, my right oblique, okay? Again, same thing other side. Start in this position, forward a little bit, and up. Even my head, I start off like here, but try to get nice and straight as you can. Good, and relax. Okay, so the next exercise we're gonna look at is a bridge. So we're gonna get into hip and glute exercises next. So I'm gonna be on my back. A little closer here. Okay. So again, notice, it's kind of hard with the shirt I'm wearing, but a lot of you will start off like that, okay? Make sure you get that out of there. Tilt your pelvis up. Tilt up. Flat back. Can't get my hand under. All right. So now that we're there, we're going to bridge. First, what I want you to do, think about your core muscles. Squeeze your core. Squeeze your core. Nice tight core. Next, what I want you to do, with your heels and your glutes, I want you to lift your hips up. Okay? And back down. Okay? So that was a small bridge. Okay? Core. Glutes. Think about your heels. Lift up. And back down. That's easy. Go a little higher. Core, glutes, heels, and down. Okay, I'm going to do 3 of those. Core, glutes, heels. 2, 3. Right, so that's 3 bridges there. That's too easy. You can go single leg bridge. Okay, one leg out. You can keep it up. You can keep it lower. Either way. And it's the exact same thing. Core, glute, heel. And you can use your hands for a little bit of support if you need. Down. Down. So notice I'm not turning either way. Keeping your hips even when you get here. My left leg is doing the push. My left leg is tight. My left glute is tight. That left leg is doing all the work, but my hips are even. Okay? Hips are even. That's easy. Try to take your hands off. Okay? Make it a little bit harder. So you can see from this direction. Good. 2 and 3. Nice. So that's a bridge. Next, what we're going to look at is some quadruped exercises. For those of you who can get on your hands and knees, great. We're going to try it out. First, we're going to look at cat-cow, okay? So this is a pelvic exercise where you're going to bring it in all the way down to the floor. Push out. Okay. Cat. Cow. Bring it in. Push out. One more. Bring it in. And push out. Good. So after those cat-cow exercises, I'm going to back it up and just show you that you can also do these exercises from your elbows. Notice though, when I'm down here, the slouch. Okay, so I want you to, if you have a riser or something that you can use at home that kind of gets you propped up so you are even, you can do that. But those same exercises, okay? So if you're here, you can go forward, or you can go backwards, excuse me. You can go forward, back, forward, left, and right. Okay. Next exercise we're going to do in the quadruped position. It's one of the harder exercises. We're going to focus on your glutes. Okay, so we're going to do kickbacks. So notice with this, it's really easy to be here, see my back, or here. Try to be neutral. Stay neutral. And kick back. You can do it bent leg, so this is bent leg. A little bit more focus on the glute. You can go straight leg. Get a little bit of hamstring in there. Good. Right leg. A little bit of both, bent and straight. Straight. Bent. Good. All right. So those are a few different hip exercises. Again, you can also always try to make things harder. I'm making everything from 8 to 10 to 12 reps. If things seem easier, do a little bit more, but listen to your body. So another exercise we're going to look at is a push-up. So starting on the ground, for those who can get down on the ground, hands about shoulder length apart. Walk out all the way down. I'm going to knock out 3 push-ups. 1, fingers facing forward. 2, not here, not here, just like that plank what we did. Nice and neutral. 3. Modification, that's too hard. A little closer. On your knees. It's the exact same thing. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Good. So for those of you who can't do the traditional push-up down on your hands and toes or from your knees and hands, you can also grab a bolster, a pillow, anything. Also have your PCA, your friend, to help you out when you do these, because anytime you're doing push-ups, so I'm sitting in a chair, you can do this from a chair, just like those back extensions, right? You lean forward. I just don't want you to come completely forward, okay? So make sure you have somebody when you do these exercises. Looking at a push-up, grab a bolster, or you can even have your friend, your PCA, hold something. You're gonna lean forward. Notice my arms, and you're gonna push to get yourself back. Okay. So with this one, I don't want you to focus on your back or your legs, right? Okay, like that back extension, you're all focusing on your back and your legs. This, your chest, your arms, your triceps, and forward. Good. Show you from a side view here. Okay, lean forward. Lean as far forward as you can. And push. Push. It's 1. And push. 2. And push. 3. Good. So you have your push-up there, your modified push-up there. Some other upper extremity exercises you can do. I'm going to do in the chair. So those of you who are able-bodied who can stand, you can do these standing. But I'm going to do the next few exercises in a chair. Just really basic side raise. Okay. So a lot of you are limited with your range of motion in your shoulders. Okay, so try to get to about shoulder height and come back down. If this is all you have, try that. PCAs can even stand in front or in the back of you if it's really hard to lift your arms. If you have no volitional movement in your arms, okay? PCAs help out, help them get there, help them get to their end of the range, okay? And out, up, and down. Okay. For those of you who are, it's too easy. If you have weights or if you have cans of soup, this is just really, really lightweight. You don't want to go heavy with this. So just get really, really light weights, and you can do the exact same thing. Out. Yeah. Out. And in. Out. And in. Okay. So that's side raise. Next, front raise. Okay. Exact same thing. Exact same thing. So PCAs again. If your range is here, here, okay. Help out. Help them get to that end of the range. You can even do a stretch at the end too. So active, active, active. So that means that the client, you at home, you're doing all the work to get from here to the end of your range. After you get to the end of your range, okay, your PCA is going to try to help you out and lift, 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 lift as high as you can until the end of your range of motion. So if you feel pain, obviously stop there. For those of you at home who can use some extra weight, again, soup can, something really light. I just want to make sure I highlight that. You don't need heavy weights to do this exercise. So with this, I'm actually going to do single arm just because I have weights. And back down. If you feel comfortable and you have the range, you can go all the way up. Okay. Back down. Up. Okay, so now that we finished the front raise and side raise, I'm gonna show you shoulder press. So, again, seated in the chair. You're gonna start here and go straight up. Okay. Here. And up. Move back a little bit so you can see here and straight up. So I know a lot of the clients in the ABLE program, we look at this during our phasing. We look at overhead press, right? So for those of you who have a hard time kind of doing a few tasks at once, you know, we do bicep curl, we turn our fist out, and then we try to lift. Okay. So PCAs, this is a great way. PCAs, friends, family, this is a great way. You can even do single arm, okay? So bicep curl, help them out. Turn, okay? And lift that elbow. Lift, lift, lift. Notice I'm here, okay? So I know a lot of the time if you turn and you can get this far, sometimes it looks like this, okay? Try to get it here, but do what you can with your range of motion. Another thing, if you can get here, that bicep curl, that pronation, you get here. I know it gets really tight for some of you. PCAs, friends, whoever's helping you out, try to give them a little bit of push at their elbow. Try to get that stretch, okay, just for, you know, a few seconds there. Same thing on the other side. For those at home who needs weights, you can kind of use like medium to heavier weights than you were using on your side raise or your front raise. So I'm going to do bicep curl, turn, and press. Or what you can do is just straight down, straight up. Okay. Shoulder press. 2 and 3. Good. Next, we're going to look at triceps. Triceps is one that's kind of hard to do from a chair without a resistance band. If you do have some small weights or a soup can, again, like I mentioned earlier, you can try to do that. I like to do triceps with clients who, with SEIs who have don't have that much strength in their triceps. I like to just do manual resistance. Okay, so the PCAs, friends, whoever's helping you out, you can even start from here. You can see where my hand is there. Okay, and PCAs, you're just holding, giving them resistance, and they're just trying to straighten out. Okay, You can do this in a few different planes. Here, you can do this straight on, okay, here, and go down to your pocket. You can even come up here, okay, if you have that range. There's a few ways you can hit your triceps. If you can do it that way, you can even have a can in your hand, something really light. So I only have the weights here, but notice if I am doing this, for those who need weights, elbow is straight. You're just going straight up. Shoulders relaxed. Try to turn those shoulders off. It's easy to hike up those shoulders. Okay, shoulders up. Good. Another way you can hit triceps, for those of you who can, from a chair. Scoot to the edge. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Make it a little harder. Kick one leg up. Okay. Move back a little bit so you can see. Make it a little harder. Okay. More weight. 2, 3. Good. Next, we're going to look at biceps. Okay, so bicep, almost the same thing. If you're in a chair, coming up and holding. So we did that bicep at the beginning of that shoulder press for an overhead press, right? So now we're just looking at bicep. Okay, so again, if you have, you can use your PCA friend to give you that manual resistance. Coming up, 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 and then back down. Side view, give me resistance about at the wrist. Notice arm straight. Up, 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 up. Notice too with my arm, I'm not doing this, okay? Here it's not moving from my elbow up, okay? So, and back down. Back down. Good. And of course, you at home who can use the weight, same thing. Traditional bicep curl. You can do this standing. Well, that concludes all the exercises that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Again, that was just a few basic exercises. Went through a progression to make things harder, but also how to modify some of the exercises so everyone can do them at home. Again, like I know I mentioned, using things that you have at home. If you don't have weights or exercise equipment, like a can of soup or a gallon of milk or a gallon of water, whatever you have to use as a weight or resistance, or just try to be creative at home, but stay safe. Again, PCAs, friends, family, make sure you're staying right next to your friend, client, and just staying safe and having fun with it. Thank you guys.